Hello, my name's Stuart Clark. I'm from 1510 Architects. I'm an architect and certified passive house designer, and I've been looking for a simple way to get the information from my architectural model into PHPP without having to spend hours measuring it and entering it manually into a spreadsheet. I'm aware that Design PH is available for SketchUp, but I'm an ArchiCAD user. Yes, I could export my model to SketchUp and run it within Design PH, but I'd have to start again every time the design is inevitably updated. As a sole practitioner, it's difficult to justify the costs of subscribing to and learning another CAD package just to interface with PHPP. I could use the EcoDesigner plug-in for ArchiCAD, which does export to PHPP, but not the current version, and it's not really supported by Graphisoft, so it doesn't really work. Even then, I would have to create a building energy model friendly ArchiCAD model, which would involve a lot of abortive and duplicate work, which is inefficient. I want to do my architecture and data management in ArchiCAD and my passive house energy modeling in the passive house planning package. Luckily, I'm also a bit of an ArchiCAD geek. I've been using ArchiCAD since version 5. I've written courses for Graphisoft Learn and have previously presented on their BIM Managers program. There are lots of reasons I chose to stick with ArchiCAD over the years, but top of that list is that I hate doing things twice, and data entry is hugely prone to inconsistencies if you don't use favourites properly. That's why I'm creating a Python bridge between ArchiCAD and PHPP. This video is a sneak preview of the workflow in action. If you'd like to see a longer video with a bit more detail on it, please click the link below and subscribe, and I will send you a more detailed video which gives kind of more in-depth view of how the bridge works. And you will also get updates, regular updates on my progress and where I'm up to. So, without further ado, I guess I should run through the workflow for you. So, this is an ArchiCAD model that I've created to demonstrate the bridge, and this is an empty passive house planning package workbook, which I'm using for the purposes of the demonstration. In the same folder as this workbook are the 3 Python scripts I'm going to show you today. So if I just go to ArchiCAD, there are a few things you need to do first. First of all, you need to make sure that Python palette is enabled in your work environment, and that you get to through work environment, more options, enable Python palette. The next thing you need to do is to open the Python palette, which is down the bottom, and that brings up the interface. You'll see that I've already loaded it in. You can just click the folder icon to find the relevant folder. So just a quick thing on the model that we've got here. This is a very simple building I've done just to build the bridge, so to speak. We've got a small building with a roof and some windows and some doors and some skylights and some zones which are cropped, and that's it. So I will run the scripts. First of all, we've got verification, which populates the verification sheet with information from the project. Takes a few seconds. I could be typing them out, but I've already put it into ArchiCAD, so I don't really want to do it again. The next one is areas, which takes all the areas measured as per the Passive House standard methodology and puts them into the areas worksheet along with the correct categories. And then we're going to run the Windows script, and that takes all the opening sizes and puts them into the list within the workbook. Okay, that says the process is completed. So I'm going to go back to the Finder, and you'll see that I've got some various different steps as we go along of the workbook. So I'm going to open the last one, which is the Windows one. Now, when you update an Excel file using Python, it has a couple of errors. So it has to recover the file. This is perfectly fine. You'll see it goes through a couple of attempts to get there. And here we are. So you can see that my practice name's here, along with the energy consultancy. All of this information has been populated, as have all of these ones, from ArchiCAD. In the longer video, I'll show you how that works. We go to the areas worksheet. You'll see that down here, we've got all of our different areas that have been put in. So we've got the zones, which have map to treated floor area. The floor area is in there, and these can just be got rid of. And we've got the different walls, 4 of them, and then you'll see we've got the roof ceiling ambient for the roofs, and you've got also the orientations and the inclination from the horizontal that have come through, and we've got some building assembly names which will map through to the U-value calculations, but that's something I'll cover in another session. Then we go to the Windows worksheet, which is the other one we've done. You'll see that we've got the 2 doors, we've got 2 windows, and we've got a skylight, and they're all input with their width and height. We can then go through and select whatever we're putting in them. We've also got all of the various different window mullion lengths that have gone in as well. Because we haven't put them in walls yet, it's not sorted, and we haven't put the frames in, but they will work themselves out as we go through. So that's just a quick demonstration of how it works the first time. Okay, now the difficult bit then is I've been to meet the client. We've had a few discussions, and they would like the building to be a bit longer. I want some more light. So we're going to put some more skylights in here. I want them a bit bigger this time and a bit smaller this time. I'm going to take this window along here. I'm going to change the style to a single window and make it smaller. And that's going to be a different window type as well. These are going to be different types too. Okay, different building, we'll put another door into and another window in here, which will be a standard window. Again, I'll make that a triple window actually, and make it a bit bigger, and that's going to be type D. Okay, different building, had a meeting with the client, so what's changed? The areas and the windows. So we're going to run the area script again. And we're going to run the window script again. And then we're going to go back to Finder and close this down because we've not done it anymore because it's not the one that we're going. Back to Finder, and we will open the Windows Complete, which was updated. So we'll recover it. And you can see again that we've got our larger areas have been put on from before. And we've got a whole load of new windows and doors which have been listed in the file here, all ready to crack on again with the workbook. Okay, so that's a brief introduction. As I said, if you want to follow my progress as we do this along and be updated, and you want to see a longer video of how this works, please subscribe to the list in the notes below, and I will get back to you with a longer recording once I've got one available, and I will update you as the progress goes on. Thank you.